Hi guys, and welcome to day number 19 of the 10-week shred. So today what I have for you is we're going to hit a little bit of all over body and we're going to finish with a little bit of core. Of course we've got loads of cardio put in there to get the heart rate up, get those calories burned. So are you ready to see what we are going to be doing today? Right, first exercise, we're going to do a little bit of a combo. So we're going to do 2 push-ups into 2 half burpees. So down into your plank position, you're going to push up into 2, you're then going to keep the core nice and tight, you're going to jump in, half burpee, back into 2 push-ups, driving in. Now, if you have to go down onto your knees to get the push-ups and the half burpees, by all means go onto the knees, make sure the hands are underneath the chest, extend down, push through the chest, driving up, 2 reps. In the plank position, you're then going to pull in the core, or you can step in using the core. That is your alternatives for that exercise. Now, next up, we're just going to go simply into our jumping jacks. So you're just going to jump through, stretching the arms above the head. Again, keep the knees nice and soft. Don't be landing hard on the feet and on the knees. If you can't do your bounce, I want you going through, just driving through, keeping that heart rate up nice and high and just working through them. Do what you can. If you can only do a few, jumping up and down, get them done and then move on to the stepping ones. Again, push your boundaries every single time. Now, next up, I'm using dumbbells today. You can use your barbell, your kettlebell, whatever you've been using, even your resistance bands. Hold, squat and press. Hold the dumbbells at the chest. If you're using barbell, you're going to go overhand. So you extend back, sitting right into the heels, core tight, up, press right through the shoulders, keeping that core tight. Now, again, when you're doing your squats, chest up, sit right into the glutes, push up. Don't be bending through and rocking through the hips. Try to keep that chest up, core in nice and tight, work through the legs and push right through the whole of the foot. Don't go up onto your tiptoes, don't rock too far back onto your heels. Now, after that, we are going to go into our curtsy lunges. So, curtsy lunges, you just step behind as if you're doing a curtsy, sit into the front leg. Now, don't be stepping back too far, so just step back, right angle each leg, and drive up, and we're going to alternate through. So that means we're switching from side to side, working through. Now, next up, it isn't really a 10-week shred workout if we don't have burpees in. So we've got our burpees next. You're going to go down, you can add your press up in, jump up, down, press up, jump in, jump up. Again, if you can't do a full burpee, you can go down wide with the legs, so it's more of a starfish. Down onto the knees, you're going to push up. You then can either step in, or you can jump in, stand up. If you put the feet placement wider, it's easier for you to get up and down. So from the front, you jump in like that, and up. And that makes it a little bit easier. And of course you can just step into them if you still can't do that there. Right, next up we got our front kick. So this will ease the legs out. Legs might be feeling a wee bit tired after the burpees, the squats, the lunges. This is going to ease them out. So you're going to step up, kick that leg up. And again, nice and easy on the knees. Don't be locking out any knees and landing hard. If you can't do the jump, of course just step up. Kick the leg up and just work through. Right, next up we got our bent over row. So again, I'm going to use my dumbbells just for this. Core in nice and tight, bend through the hips, not through the lower back. And you're then going to drive up, just squeezing right through the back. Try not to use the arms. So your arms really are only holding on to the dumbbells. They're not really doing much of the actual exercise. So with that, you want to be feeling it right down the back. So you're scooping up. Nice right angle with the arm when you're driving up. You don't want the arm in tight or else you'll start feeling it through the bicep. Right. Oh, I'm out of breath. Right. Arnold press. So, palms facing in. We then rotate out into shoulder press, down again. Now, if you're using a barbell, just go straight into your shoulder press or your military press. Dumbbells, you can rotate out, and you can do this with resistance bands as well if you have them. If you can't do that, just straight into shoulder press, or if that is an exercise that hurts you, you can by all means go into your lateral raises, just as out to the side with a lighter weight, upright row, or yeah, I think that's about all our alternatives. So shoulder press, lateral raises, or upright row if you are unable to do Arnold press, and that is only if you're unable to do it due to injury or whatever that may be, not just because you don't like them. It doesn't work like that. So next up we have mountain climbers. So I finished this workout with a lot more core because we had the core bonus last week. I thought that I'd bulk this one out with a little bit of core. So we're starting off with mountain climbers. So in the plank position, make sure that the chest is over the hands. You're then going to drive the knees in, keep the core nice and tight and just working through. When you're driving the knees in, you want to be able to feel that right in the core. Try not to go up nice and high and go like that, nice and low like you're in a plank position. Your bum sometimes does move up as you get a little bit tired, that's completely natural, but we're going to try to keep it nice and low. Right, after that we've got a side-to-side plank. So we're going to go down onto our elbows. If you want, you can go onto your hands, but I prefer going onto my elbows. Get that plank position so the core or the bum is going to be nice and low. You're then going to just step side to side, trying to keep the pelvis nice and level. So you're trying not to rock through the pelvis and keep the upper arm, and that's what we're going to do. If you want to do it from your hands, you can just step out like that. It makes it a little bit easier on the core. The lower one's just that little bit harder. After that, we're going to just turn around and we're going to go into our basic crunch. So you can rest your head in your hands. You're going to lead up with the sternum. As you're leading up, you want to get your breathing right, so you're going to breathe out as you go up. So it's up and down. So remember, when you're doing core, it is not about how fast you do it, it's about the quality of the exercise that you're actually doing. So you want to take your time at it, work through, really feel it in the core, because it is very easy if maybe you're not used to exercising to actually use your lower back for your core. So you want to concentrate and actually using your tummy, squeezing and thinking about that mind muscle connection when you're doing it. Right, we've got leg lifts next. So leg lifts, you can rest your head in your hands and you're just going to go down, drive up with the core. Now that is the hardest version. This is an easier one. Putting your hands under your bum, because sometimes what happens with that, your lower back will lift. You don't want that. So you can put your hands under your bum to just rest your pelvis, and you're just going to drive through, and that just makes it that little bit easier, and you can just work through, driving right up, right through the core. Right, after that I've got another little combo. So we are going to do a toe touch. So you're into that plank position, you're then going to go back, toe touch, plank, up, donkey kick. Into position, toe touch, plank, up, donkey kick. Now, if you can't do a donkey kick, you're going to go into plank position, you're then going to do a glute lift. So you're going to lift up like that and work through. That will still work through your core, and again, you want to keep your pelvis level, so you don't want to twist and through. That is your core kind of just not working as hard as it should be. You always want to make sure that you're completely level and going up. So you're not going up like that and rotating through. You're keeping the core nice and tight. Right, we're nearly there, guys. Bicycle abs. So remember, I've went through these 1,000 times with you guys. You have to make sure that you rotate the upper body. So rest the head in the hands. You're then going to twist through, elbow to knee, other elbow goes to the floor, so your whole torso is twisted, and twist through. That is how you do your bicycle abs. Rocking right through the core. Now, if you're doing this, you're not doing bicycle abs, you're not training your core whatsoever. So you're rotating through, elbow to knee, and again, you're taking your time, you're not doing them too fast, you're concentrating and using the core every single time. That is how you want to do your bicycle abs. They may be harder if you get a few reps out of them. I'd rather you get a few reps like that than just feeling around like a synchronized swimmer or something. And last but not least, we are ending with a plank. Down onto our elbows, feet together, bum nice and low. As you can see, my back is as flat as I can get it. You don't want to have the bum up there. You're down, elbows, shoulders over the elbows, and just hold it through. Can't think to speak. You can also go up on the hands to a T-top plank, makes it slightly easier. But again, you want to try the harder exercises and keep trying to push through and just see if you're able to do them and see what happens. That is how you learn, that's how you get stronger, and that's how you get fitter. So guys, that is workout number 19. Can you believe we're on number 19 already? So, number 19, I'm going to get the timer on and I'm going to see you guys all in the workout. So turn the tutorial off. I'll see you in the workout.